Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas terrorist organization, who was responsible for the October 7th massacre, is dead.
The Israeli military has confirmed the death of Yahya Sinwar, a top Hamas leader. Sinwar, the man who played a major role in planning the deadly October 7 attacks on Israel last year, was finally tracked down and eliminated after months of pursuit. Here's what we know. On 16th of October 2024, Israeli Defense Forces announced that Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar was killed during a firefight in the Rafah district of Gaza. The 61-year-old had been desperately moving from house to house, trying to avoid detection as Israeli forces closed in on him. Drone footage captured Sinwar in a damaged building with an injured hand before the IDF engaged him. He was found carrying a firearm and around 40,000 shekels, indicating he was on the run. The operation was part of a year-long effort by the IDF and Shin Bet, Israel's internal security agency, to track down Sinwar. His movements were restricted and his location was narrowed down in recent weeks, culminating in the operation that ended his life. 2 other fighters were also killed, though no hostages were found nearby.
1 year ago, Yahya Sinwar, the terrorist chief of Hamas, launched the October 7th massacre against Israel. It was the bloodiest attack on the Jewish people since the Holocaust. It was the worst attack on the Jewish state since the founding of Israel. Sinwar's terrorists murdered in cold blood 1,200 people. That's elderly people, Holocaust survivors, children. They brutally raped women. They beheaded men. They burnt babies alive. And they took some 250 men, 251 women, men, and children hostage to the dungeons of Gaza. Today, the mastermind of this day of sheer evil is no more. Yahya Sinwar is dead. He was killed in Rafah by the brave soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces. While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end. To the people of Gaza, I have a simple message. This war can end tomorrow. It can end if Hamas lays down its arms and returns our hostages.
Born in 1962 in a Gaza refugee camp, Sinwar was involved in Hamas from its early days. He earned the nickname the Butcher of Khan Yunis after killing suspected collaborators with Israel in the 1980s. In 1989, he was sentenced to 4 life terms for abducting and murdering 2 Israeli soldiers. Sinwar was released in 2011 as part of a major prisoner exchange deal where more than 1,000 Palestinian prisoners were freed in exchange for 1 captured Israeli soldier. He rose through Hamas's ranks, becoming its Gaza leader in 2017, known for his hardline stance. Following the death of Ismail Haniyeh in Iran earlier this year, Sinwar took over as Hamas's chief. He, along with military leader Mohammad Deif, was believed to have orchestrated the deadly October 2023 attacks, which left over 1,200 Israelis dead. Sinwar's death is considered one of Israel's most significant victories since the start of the conflict. However, it raises questions about the future. Who will succeed him, and how will this impact potential ceasefire efforts? Analysts warn that this development may only intensify the violence as the conflict remains deeply rooted in long-standing issues. Stay tuned to Business Standard for more updates as the situation unfolds.